Hello. Whoa, a lot of shaking. This reading is for Cancer. So I want to do like a light and dark reading. So for the dark energy, the card that came out is from one of my Oracle decks, Set, the Prince of Avarice. The deck itself has like this whole little story thing going on. So then, oh my gosh, so now my cat is doing what he does. There's a lot of noises going on. So, it says short-sightedness, ambition, and narcissism. Like what he's doing right now is some straight shadow energy. He didn't even need to use the kitty litter. He really went in there to make noise and just be an asshole. He's just in that mode right now. So, a lot of distractions happening and going on around you, and I think it might be causing you to focus on the wrong things, or like the wrong type of energy. Thinking in the short term and kind of putting yourself first. And when you think in the short term and put yourself first, you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage, because you're not really going to be prepared if things go haywire, go sideways. And that's side of it. Cancer, we have the Knight of Earth that I pulled from my Angel, what's this called? It's just called Angel Tarot. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Angel Tarot. So we got the Knight of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. The opposite of what he's doing right now. However, he is peeved because nobody's playing with him. It says, time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. So just to show you the card here. Let's see, a little shing. So two very opposing energies here. The light and dark of it here. Definitely a lot of turmoil, a lot of distractions happening. I feel like your goal and kind individual, that's responsible and get things done. And, somebody that looks out for other people. But with all the distractions and everything going on, I think sometimes the fallback or the default when you're kind of in that like overwhelmed mode or giving up or just frustrated, you resort back to this very like ego-driven type of mindset, and not really worried about what'll happen in the long run because of it. If your actions aren't really up to par, shall we say. So I wanted to pull a little more information on it. So we're going to focus on Set, the dark energy here, this kind of given up energy. So first card that came out here is the King of Cups. Cancer coming out strong in the reading right away. And this is the Vice Versa Tarot. And then to further explain that, we had the Fool card, but it came out in the reverse. So, saying that you do so knowing that your back is guarded, it's protected. It's being guarded by I don't think that's a, I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a dolphin. Yeah, a dolphin. Dolphins are very intelligent. In some circles, you know, people consider dolphins to be psychic. They know that dolphins communicate with each other and they play games with each other. They also do kind of like fucked up things to each other, which signifies like higher intelligence and things like that happening. So it's like, even though when you're in this mode of like kind of like falling back and pulling away from other people and kind of just worried about you and doing you, even though your back is turned, you're still very much aware of what's happening around you. You just really don't give a fuck. The Fool card in the reverse here, you know, is further showing that you know exactly what you're doing. You're not stupid. I don't even know if it's really a default. It's just like feeling like this Gemini energy. Like, you know, sometimes you might find yourself kind of switching back and forth to that. So then the next cards that came out is the Six of Wands, which I'll show it to you in the upright, but it came out in the reverse. And the Four of Wands, which also came out in the reverse. So I feel like the reason, like, there's just a part of you that you just feel defeated, and you feel like you were maybe let down, like trying to help people, but you know, no one ever helping you in return. Not that you do things for people to get help back in return, but it's just kind of like this, like, why should I give a fuck about other people if they don't really give a fuck about me? And it's coming up, and like, you really just can't, like, you feel like you can't really depend on people to be there for you, because in this card, this is showing somebody coming back from a battle and his soldiers around him, and they're bloodied and they're up in arms, and they're with him. That's their leader. Like, you don't have anyone like that. So you kind of like withhold your energy for yourself, because you're going to be selfish with it, because why not? Okay, so then Cancer, to explain the lighter side, which was this loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind mentality, being responsible, sticking to your commitments, and buckling down and getting things done, being that guardian angel protector, up, wonderful. Every time I use this app, I swear to God. Okay, I'm over it. Okay, so I'm gonna try this again. See how far I get before it starts freaking out. Okay, so the cards that came out, we have the, sorry, I'm shaking, the Emperor or Empress, but it came out in the reverse, and Justice, that also came out in the reverse. So these two cards coming out together here in the reverse, I'm just kind of getting this energy of, even though you want to do for others and help others, you don't feel like you have a lot to spread around. You feel like it's like a large responsibility you're trying to, and I just want to touch on the fact that we have Amit, however you say it, that came up here, and we also had Set. These are all part of the Egyptian God mythology, and also specifically having to do with the underworld and like the death process. So there's definitely something to that, because the next cards that are coming up is we had Justice. This was the Justice card that came out in the reverse, and now we have Judgment, or yes, Judgment. This came out in the reverse, and to further explain Judgment is the Devil, which also came out in the reverse. And it's kind of funny because it's like there's an angel and there's devil, both in the reverse. It's like everything's turned upside down. No matter what it is that you try to do, it just kind of doesn't really seem to be enough. And this might have something tied up to do with like religion or church. Dare I say maybe a funeral. But with these two cards coming out in the reverse, it's kind of like you're not trying to judge anyone's situation, but you're just seeing it for what it is, and it's not a good or bad thing. It just is what it is, and kind of like a matter of fact type of thing. And like, you know, you're being realistic about it. You're not like overindulging on ideas that aren't really gonna help you in the end or come to fruition, because this is the side of you that's thinking about the long run. And then, okay, maybe. Are we done? So the King of Swords came out also with those cards, and with this King of Swords here, even though it's air energy, it's very grounded, very stable, but also very intelligent and being connected, not just on a physical level, but on a spiritual level. Like, just like, you know, paying attention to vibes, paying attention to energy, things like that. And it's like, this king doesn't have anybody backing him up either, and he doesn't need it. He's got his sword standing firm in the ground, and he's ready for that storm that's about to come. And I do feel like that's what you feel like. There's like a storm coming, and you're really trying to prepare for it, but in the end, all you have is yourself. So I think this mode that you may find yourself in with this darker energy, this shadow energy set here, again, it's not like a good or bad thing. It's just like almost like a type of self-preservation. Because when you do put yourself out there, it just kind of has like a hopeless feeling. And when I say put yourself out there, it does, however it is that you're putting yourself out there, whether it be, you know, something with relationships, or doesn't have to be a relationship with a person, but like a relationship you're having with something. It most likely is involving people, especially when we have the kings here coming out. But I just think those are reflections of the type of energy that you hold. Like, you're not gonna spend your emotions and that type of energy on people that aren't a sure thing, or situations that aren't a sure thing. And you're gonna trust your intuition, and you're gonna trust the knowledge that you have. We do final messages and advice for Cancer. Let's hurry up and do it before it freaks out again. Well, the King of Wands is popping out. We got another king here. I think you're really just trying to work on like building your empire. We got 3 kings out almost. I mean, maybe we'll get the 4th one out. And it reminds me of Emperor energy because the Emperor is all kings in one. And the King of Wands is passionate. And that's also a reason that you withdraw for this self-preservation type of energy, even though it does tend to be on the selfish side. Sometimes you do have to be. Why did I put that like that? It's supposed to be like that. Do we have anything else here with the King of Wands for final messages and advice? Let me see. I think the Queen of Cups just tried to pop out, so maybe there might be a future love situation. However, I don't think you're ready for it because it didn't come out. I don't pull cards, I just kind of like let them pop out or fall out or like twist out. We got the 10 of Cups, and this actually came out like not. So I'm just gonna put that there in the upright and maybe get one more card here. Well, I mean, that looks pretty promising with the King of Wands and the 10 of Cups. It's just like, I feel like there's this new passion or this new mode where you're going to find yourself where you're very passionate about something. And the 10 of Cups is like talking about a happy life, being emotionally fulfilled. Oh no. And then we have the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Swords that came out here. Oh man. So 9 of Swords is kind of like talking about like a waking nightmare or having nightmares. Look, there's like some weird shadowy figure over here. Anxiety and stress, but it's like unfounded. I think what this is saying is like maybe you feel like the 10 of Cups is something that might be unattainable, because generally speaking, the 10 of Cups in most tarot is talking about like a family, like a masculine figure and a feminine figure, and then, you know, underlings, what have you. But families don't have to be that way. Families don't have to be organized that. Families don't have to be related. And I feel like you worry that you're never going to find that and you're never going to have that. But in the meantime, I think it's saying in the meantime, try to keep those fears at bay, because that essentially is blocking this 10 of Cups energy from coming in. And keep working on yourself. What's the cup? The last king that isn't here is the King of Pentacles. So with this new passion, I feel like there's definitely something coming after the storm. You know, get some worms and everything's happy, even though some shit got fucked up. That's part of the process. Sometimes some shits will get fucked up, but it's needed, whether you may not realize it, and it may not even seem justifiable. But be mindful of the things that you're afraid of, because if you're afraid of them, you might not want to deal with it and therefore block it, or not even approach it, or hesitate, or so. And you have no reason, because you're very capable. Again, we got 3 kings out here. We got the Judgment card and the Devil card in the reverse. Like you're untouchable, because you're not coming at it from a place of, even though you again may find yourself kind of going in and backing off and kind of being a little bit selfish, it's not really for selfish reasons. It's acting up again, yay! So that is my reading for Cancer, and sorry it's in 2 parts. I really hope that you watch both of the parts, and I hope you got something out of it. I hope it was helpful and useful in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much for watching my content, and please like the videos if you like them, and subscribe if you want to see more of my stuff. Alright, thanks, bye!